What do you know about Darkest Dungeon?
Absolutely nothing.
Fantastic.
What is this game?
Don't pick the first one. That's my very hard to... my very, like, long-winded and difficult file. So this is a roguelike game that came out through, I think it was Kickstarter? I also really like the name that I put in for mine, Galbraith Blood. It feels very... evil.
Alright, let's go with that.
Franz Edgeman. Fantastic.
Edgeman. Let's do it.
Yeah, Edgeman, as it would be.
Edgeman. Should I put a hyphen in there so it's Edgeman?
It's too late now. You'll have to give me a heads up, by the way, if there's talking, because I can... unless there's subtitles... Oh.
You will arrive along the old road. It winds with a troubling, serpent-like suggestion through the corrupted countryside.
What is narrator?
Leading only, I fear, to ever
He's actually gone on and done some other
places.
stuff, too. I think he's an announcer in Dota 2, I think.
Cobbles of the old road. And on its writhing path, you will face viciousness, violence, and perhaps other damnable...
Wait, hold on, is this an RPG?
Yes?
Turn this shit off
You
right now.
have to play it before you can say that.
Steel yourself, and remember there can be no
What do you think of this aesthetic?
I like it.
It's really nice.
The old road will take you to
Reminds me
hell,
of, like, comic books.
but in that gaping abyss,
Sorta.
It's got that vibe to it.
we will
I think it's
find
what
our
I think what's getting
redemption.
you is the heavy lines and the oversaturation of the colors.
Yep, that's what it is.
Because I get that feeling too. It makes me think about Spider-Gwen. If you've read any of that, the art style's not super similar because the proportions are a bit more human.
Yeah,
a bit more realistic. But this one definitely is in that. It almost makes me think of almost Samurai Jack if that had heavy blacks in it.
Right. Yeah, that makes sense.
It's gonna load.
Yeah.
First time load, you know.
I couldn't tell if it was a loading screen, if I was like a click to continue.
No, you're fine. It should go automatically, or it'll say click to continue. So this is a game I'll boot up every once in a while when I have nothing else to do.
Uh-huh.
And I fucking love it.
Pleasant. This feels weird to be playing a game with you that just requires a mouse.
It's a little strange. You can take the keyboard if you want, but you're not going to need it much.
Not going to. Usually I'm up for like a controller.
Yeah.
Like usually that's what I'm looking forward to.
Oh, there you go. Space or left click. So here you go. These are your two characters.
Oh, I miss... Okay.
You have Reynold the Crusader, and then behind him, if you click, you have Dismas the Highwayman. Click to move to the next room.
Brigands have run up these lanes. Keep to the side path. The hamlet is just ahead.
We're gonna have to read those aloud just to keep the dead air, unless there's specifically what do you call it?
Dispatch this thug
Narrations.
that all may hear of your arrival.
Combat is turn-based, and here is turn-click and skill icon, and then click on a highlighted target. Okay.
So you guys have different stats. In the bottom left corner, you can see Dismas the Highwayman has a 7 of speed, so he's the fastest guy in this combat right now.
Okay.
So go through your abilities. You have your Smite, you have your Zealous Accusation, which gives a debuff to the enemy, Stunning Blow, which I think is pretty self-explanatory,
Right.
and the Bulwark of Faith, which improves your Torch, which is listed at the top there, and then it gives yourself a mark, but also a mark to the caster, but also a buff to defense.
Huh. I'll just kill him.
Formation is broken.
And you get loot!
Okay.
Loot's good stuff. 25 gold pieces, take that. So you have your inventory in the bottom right side there.
Yeah.
You see that little tab, the little map there? You click on, click on the tent. Loot the tent, what do you get?
The brigands left valuables.
125 gold pieces. Now what I was saying is if you go to the bottom right hand corner there, there's the map, and you can see your progress from the starting door, the green one on the side, and then the spaces between leading up to the next room. So click in the background. You have to back up a little bit, so, and then click on the door next to them. There you go.
Okay.
An ambush. Send these vermin a message. The rightful
So you guys have been surprised. You get
Yeah.
second round action.
Okay.
So tracking shot. So you give yourself a buff. It counteracts the debuff that you got, so you're at. I would assume that you're at about 0 in terms of pluses and minuses.
Okay.
So our boy in the front there, Dismas, is low on health. If you want, you can put the Bulwark of Protection on yourself, which would mark your guy to be more frequent to be attacked, but it would also give him a buff so that he would be hurt less.
Yeah.
Also, positioning is really important.
Okay.
Because before you click, mouse over your 2 and 3 skills there. Mm-hmm. You see those little yellow dots there?
Yeah.
Those are the positions you can use that pistol shot from.
Yeah.
Same thing with the grape shot blast. So from first position, you can stab, but you can't shoot. You're too close.
Okay. What is this rain of... What?
He's got a cat of nine tails. You got a problem with that?
Can't staunch the flow.
So he's got a bleed on him, and that's pretty self-explanatory. Damage per turn.
Right.
Nice. Crit of 5 with a... Oh, he resisted the stun, though.
Oh, what?
So the grape shot blast does less damage, but it's over 2 targets, I think? Second and... Oh, 3 targets. The first 3. Mm-hmm. The thing about that big guy, he's 2 targets.
Is he?
Yeah. So it'll select slot 1 and 2, which is that guy, and then slot 3 as well, so it'll hit them both.
Right.
But it won't do as much damage as a single shot.
Mm-hmm.
Smite 13, nice hit.
Yeah. Rate of whips.
1 damage and a bleed is on your high within.
Yeah, this is well cool. Dodged.
Your dodge chance is actually slightly lowered. You can see it in the red in the bottom left corner there because of the bleed effect.
Okay. Ooh.
That's a kill.
The enemy crumbles.
Nice.
When a monster dies, they leave a corpse behind. Corpses act as temporary obstacles.
Okay.
So there's skills that'll get rid of corpses prematurely. There's like I forget. I think there's one ability almost per class that'll get rid of a corpse almost immediately on use.
Right.
Alternatively, I think you can bleed a corpse and it'll just tick down faster per turn.
Right.
Just get a stab in on him. Slice him. There you
In the
go.
throat.
Just size alone does not
In the
persuade
throat.
the sharpened blade.
So you picked up the deed there.
Mm-hmm.
Now the deed is going to be used as something that you can use in town, return to the hamlet, or continue adventuring.
Still got a box here.
You still have a box there. What's in the chest? It's a trap. It says bandit's trapped chest, so you can ignore it, or you can risk Now, if you know it's trapped, or with anything really, you have a chance of something bad happening and a chance of you not being affected by it. Like your guy, if his dodge is high enough, Dismas has a dodge of 10, for example, may be able to get into it.
What's this guy's dodge?
5, but he has more health. Oh, it's trapped. He got blighted, and there's nothing inside. So, in top left corner, it says quest complete. Top left corner. There you go.
Ooh. Then you just take me straight to the hamlet?
And it'll just take you out of the dungeon, because that was the last room.
Of course.
So the deeds are going to be used for upgrading buildings and stuff like that. We'll see it when we get there. It's very. Did you play Rogue Legacy?
No.
Okay. I would say it's a little bit like that. So, before you do.
No.
So, the red ones are bad, the yellow ones are good.
Okay. Are you sure? Oh, minus 10.
Yeah.
Fascinated with injury, wounds, and torture. Are you sure?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because that means that he'll, like, poke and prod at dead bodies and stuff.
Stress faster. Oh, stress faster.
Yeah, but that one's phrased a little weirdly. I was like, that doesn't sound good at all. First impressions?
It's... Yeah.
Welcome home.
Take it or leave it.
I wouldn't pay money for this.
This squalid hamlet, these corrupted lands, they are yours now, and you are bound to.
Now, there's something that they didn't cover in that initial bit. There's sanity. Your guys can go fucking nuts.
Okay.
I'm talking like, so you see those the little white pips underneath your guys' names? Mm-hmm. That one pip represents 10 sanity. or 10 stress rather. If that goes up to 100, your guy will be afflicted with a negative mental attribute. You can close this window in the top right there.
Okay.
And if that happens, let that run for a second. If that happens, then for the remainder of the trip that you're on, they will have like an obsessive need to call out their enemies or their teammates rather. It's like if the highwayman is afflicted by, for example, like with paranoia, and the cleric tries to heal him, he'll say, "Get away from me! I don't want," and he'll shout out and he'll lash out and he'll stress out the rest of the party too. This game fucking hates you.
That's gross. I do like.
So
that
this is
one.
what I'm talking about. Stagecoach Network. That's with the deeds. You can see all of your currencies at the bottom. Your gold, your statues, paintings, deeds, and crests, and so on. And you can use those to upgrade your different things. The stagecoach you can upgrade to bring in more people at any given time. You can adjust how many people come in, what level they are, things like that.
Right.
If you go to the center at the antiquities shop or at the Ancestors' Memoirs, it'll tell you about the story and things that you've learned throughout the travel.
You will know the tragic extent.
Okay.
Which is at this point isn't a lot. You can leave it.
Okay.
And then you have the graveyard, which shows off all the people who have died, which so far somehow is no one.
Covered in the poisoned
Don't worry,
earth,
that won't last long.
awaiting merciful oblivion.
Right.
So do you want to do a standard dungeon, get your feet wet?
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay. The other buildings are blocked out, but those are stress relief.
Yeah.
Two of them are stress relief. One is for curing ailments and mental quirks.
Okay.
And then the other two are for raw upgrades. So you have a mission selected. It's the estate map scouting. It's a short mission, and it tells you everything on the left-hand side. No bonfire, no campfires required. Apprentice level 1, easy short mission.
Right.
You go in with your guys. Now, click on some high-level stuff that really, really makes a huge difference. Click on the portraits of the people at the bottom. Try right-click. There you go. So this will tell you what positions they're strongest in.
Okay.
So 3rd and 4th are really good for your cleric. She doesn't need to move. Your
3rd is good for him.
yes, your what's it called? Alchemist, I think,
Yeah.
is best in the 3rd position.
Plague Doctor.
Yeah, there you go. She's really good in 3rd position. She does have healing capabilities as well.
And then you have preferred targets.
Yeah, and she's fine like that.
You have preferred targets.
Your cleric's not going to be damaging too often, but battle can kind of swing in any direction. So
Right.
So here's your supplying. Provisions are going to be pretty standard. How much food do you bring? Food is going to be a huge thing because A, it heals you, and B, if a mission goes on too long, people will need to eat between rooms. And if that happens and you have no food, they take sanity and health damage.
What?
Yeah. Shovels are going to be used for, well, it says on there.
Yeah.
That's if you're going through, for example, there's like a rotted out shipyard. If you go through the shipyard, you are going to run into busted out ships, and if you try to move them with your bare hands, guess what?
Sanity.
And
Damage.
health damage. That is right. You need torches, almost above all else. Bottom, you do not need keys. Just ignore them.
Whoops.
You can put them back.
Can you?
Yeah. Right click. Yeah, just put the keys back. You're not. I almost guarantee you won't need them at all. In fact, all the time I've been playing, now watch out. Bottom left corner, you're almost out of gold. That gold will only replenish as much as you make back when you return.
Okay.
So you have to make a balance of how much you think you're going to need on the trip, and how much you're going to need and how much gold you're going to want on your in your coffers in the event of complete catastrophic failure and the entire party getting killed. Because guess what? That happens pretty often. I think that's a pretty good set. A bit over cautious, but you know what? First dungeon run, I think it's fine.
Right. Into the ruins of your ancestry.
Also, I really love the narrator.
Yeah, dude, I like him too.
I think everyone does. Something that you'll also notice is that when the thing for the torch is, you can go ahead and hit the thing. Is that the hero panel, it's stats and stuff. It's exactly what you expect it to be. You alright? You're like having mouse troubles.
That's fine.
Yeah. So if you want to move from room to room, you got to click on that map. There you go.
Really?
Yes, real.
That's dumb.
Oh, you're going backwards.
Am I?
Yeah, you went back into the room you started in. Because it starts with the door right behind you. They're doing a 3D.
Oh, what?
You have to watch out for traps on the ground. So you have to actually watch. So what's that? It's a torch. Click on it. So there's an extra torch in there. So your torch meter at the top, you're gonna hear the word torch a lot, is going to determine how bright it is. Now mouse over the center of it once. You get bonuses to your scouting, and you have a bonus chance to surprise enemy monsters. Now, as that burns down, those numbers are going to change. The lower it goes, the worse your scouting's going. The worse your chances of scouting the ahead room is going to be. And as you saw, your torch just went down a little bit. The lower chance you're going to surprise enemy monsters, and the more stress is going to be applied to your guys. Divine Comfort, you don't need to heal everyone.
Oh, crap.
That's fine.
It's alright.
Now, what you'll probably notice is that this is going to take on a Holy Trinity type of device as you play through the game of I need a tank, a healer, and DPS, right?
Yeah.
You can already see that forming immediately. Now, did you see those little white auras that popped up?
Yeah.
Those are indicative of stress relief.
Okay.
Because you got a successful stun and you cleared a body. There you go, -3 stress. And you get 525 gold. Loot the chest. Excuse me.
The contents are mine. Ooh, cool.
600 gold and a shovel. So you have to move out of this room. So go down to the bottom corner there. So the layout of the map will always be available to you. It's what is in there that you have to worry about. So you remember what I said before?
Yeah.
Oh, there you go. Use your shovel.
Seems bent on preventing passage.
What vibes are you getting out of this?
Some, like, Dark Soulsy, but not quite Dark Soulsy vibes.
Right.
Current torch level. Okay.
So, before you do that, scroll over the torch at the top. See what I was talking about?
Oh, wow.
Dramatic change. Now, your guys are all in a position. Your tank's in the 3rd position, your healer's in 2nd position, and your ranged DPS is 1st.
Oh, I don't like this.
No, he's pushing them back, though. So she gets pushed back to 3rd.
So we're all good.
Just about, yeah.
That's fine.
So you mark yourself, give yourself a nice buff there. You have your Plague Doctor all the way in the back. Plague Grenade.
Plague Grenade!
You only have one the person in the 3rd position. There's no 4th position enemy, though.
Okay.
So it only hits one person. Don't have to heal anybody. Go in for a judgment, why not? Bam! Look at that cleric damage. 10 would have killed that guy. He's got 1 HP.
That's painful.
That's fine.
But I mean, my grape shot guy is about to come out.
Yeah, he's
gonna
fine.
Wipe him.
So, top of the order. Stressful incantation.
I swear to God.
17
What
stress.
the hell? Fuck off with that shit.
The fiend falls. A faint hope blossoms.
Smite. You can't reach the one in the back.
Right.
Kill the second guy, though. Now you've got some corpses in the way. And that removes corpses.
Yeah.
That's a good move. Now, do you want to take this last rotation to heal or to get the kill out of the way?
I'm just gonna get the kill out of the way because these guys are pretty decent.
They're pretty much topped off, yeah. Good hit, too. Solid. And it heals your cleric, which is nice.
Yeah.
Ooh, you've got a stun charm. Plus 20% resistance to stunning moves. The little hand in the bottom left corner is just a take all.
Take all, yeah.
So you have your stun charm. You can give that to anyone.
Oh, I have to actually, like, physically click on him.
Yep.
You have a stun already. I'm giving that to you.
But that does lower his dodge chance by 2 points. I think that still puts him at the highest, though, so you should be alright.
Yeah. Dodge is at 8, 5,
0,
0,
and 5. Yeah, you're alright. Now, she is suffering from AC and speed reduction. So go over to your Plague Doctor real quick, and right-click on her portrait. Left-click. Why didn't it open it up? There's a way to do it, whatever.
Which?
Here, let me see that real quick. There we go, you click on her.
Oh, okay.
Ah, she's got quirks of -1 speed because she's got slow reflexes, and she's got a lazy eye, so her range skills accuracy goes down a little bit. So that's the stuff you have to keep your eyes open for.
What?
Is that stuff like that will pop up as you suffer sanity damage and as you go through dungeons. The whole idea is that your characters will start off basically alright, and then just progressively degrade until they're barely functioning, but at the same time have counter quirks that work in tandem. So you'll get a lazy eye of minus to your range, but on the flip side, you'll get like a bonus to first move speed or something like that.
Right.
First turn move rather. So you go through your door. Now the thing about that torch is that the lower it gets, the worse things get for you, but the higher chance of getting good stuff.
Okay, so it's risk-reward.
It's a risk-reward system, and that's the big pain in the ass, because when I play this game, I'm just like, fuck it, just burn the torch all day. Just burn it all day. And then I run out like halfway through, and I'm like, oh no. Plague Grenade will only hit one guy, but it will hit him. Chance to stun, will you take it? Nope, resisted, but it did move him back.
Mm-hmm.
So because he's further in the back and he's a melee character, his chance to hit goes down a little bit. Likewise, your chance to hit him goes down. No, if it's a melee guy.
You don't need to heal right now.
I'm getting there. There you go. Nice middle of the road 4. I can accept. I can take that.
Yeah.
Graveyard Slash. Graveyard Slash. Smite.
Let's go.
Oh shit! 18.
Die.
And that crit kill instantly gives people a minus on their stress.
There's no corpse to fucking get rid of.
Yep. Nice slice. Resisted to the bleed.
Okay. Looks like...
So far, so good.
That boy.
Gonna bash him?
Yeah.
Bash him. 11.
Wow.
Sweet. 1 hit left. And that's a double kill.
Double kill.
Ooh, you get a key, 2 busts, and 550 gold pieces.
Alright, what is this?
Check the holy fountain. Whoa! You find an extra 100 gold pieces.
Stealing money from the church.
It's in a fucking, like, blown out piece of shit part of the building. So because your torch is high enough, you got scouting on the next part. So there's a trap on the 3rd tile in the hall. So move to the next part of the map.
So just...
Yeah. If you want to move back, by the way, you can either back up through the hall or click on the room behind you as you're progressing. There it is.
Wait, this?
That.
How do I...
Just click on it at range. There you go.
Huh.
And you get stress relief, followed by stress because you're in the dark. So what do you think? Pulling you in a little bit?
Just a little bit.
Just a little bit. It's not exactly you're in the room, so you have to move to the more scouting because you got that torch up. Alright, so what do we got there? We have this room has a battle, but there is treasure, and so does the one all the way at the end of the hall around the corner.
What's a curio?
Curio's like if you find a burnt out torch inside of the inside one of the standing bits.
Right.
Oh, that's his negative perk. He has to check it.
Really?
And he takes it for himself. That was 10 food gone because of that negative perk he has.
Klepto. Fucking. Damn it. Piece of shit. What are you? Known cheat.
Not allowed to gamble in the gambling hall. We already checked her, and nervous.
Nervous.
You know what? You're a cleric in an RPG. Hunger. You're doing okay. You might have to back him up a little bit. So just... Yeah, there you go.
Why?
Because you backed up. I know. You're making a face like, oh my god, that's dumb. And I don't think it's dumb, but I do think that it's a bit of an excessive penalty. It's one of those things where I'm just like, oh man, I was just clicking a thing. Man, it's a good thing you brought that extra shovel. Or two, or whatever.
I found a shovel.
Yeah, but I'm saying it's a good thing you brought any. On my first mission, I'd have been like, well, whatever, I don't need a shovel. Got back up, you went too far. You get that stress damage because you had to back up.
Are you fucking serious?
Oh, four
what
guys.
What the hell is this?
So now they have tank damage and healer. Except he's not a healer, he's a heavy insanity penalty.
Okay.
So the problem now that you're going to have to deal with is that you have someone who can inflict raw stress damage on people in the party at random. What are you going to do about it?
Kill him first? That's this guy, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, the guy with the Goblet of Temptation, he's going to fuck you up. Because you can't heal stress damage with a cleric.
Mm-hmm.
You may want to heal your tank, speaking of speaks. There you go. Nice 4. Keep checking your phone. You alright?
Just keeps vibrating in my hand. Okay. What's next? Wait, what?
What?
He gets to go again?
I don't think he went before. I wasn't really paying attention.
Oh, okay. It's because I didn't cast it.
Ah. Got a nice mark and a buff on yourself.
What the hell? Oh.
Because he's got the blight from the poison grenade.
Right.
6 damage on your healer. Uh-oh, tempting goblet. Let's see how much stress that is. 17.
It's not bad.
So he's up to just over 30. Excuse me.
Plague grenade.
Now, if you drop that plague grenade again, they're going to resist the blight because they have it already.
Okay.
Battlefield medicine, you can cure ailments and give a 1-to-1 heal. Potential stun.
No, I don't want to use this yet.
Or you can just do a cut. 5 damage.
That's good.
You
Holy
didn't bleed,
shit, that's
though.
good. Holy shit, that's good.
Hey, double kill. Next round, you're going to be able to use the distortion grenade or disorient grenade and get rid of the 2 corpses.
Yeah, and then heal some stress.
And it'll heal stress, yeah. Ooh, nice. That'll heal stress too.
Jesus.
So this game's secretly about Cthulhu.
Is it really?
Yeah. Like, the big thing that... The big tell, just go for the guy at the end. There you go. Is that you're fighting eldritch monsters, and there's sanity meters.
Why did I hit the... Oh. I had to.
Oh, it didn't give you any stress relief.
God damn it. Die.
It's a hard crit.
Burn in the holy flame. Oh, cool.
Victory! Now, stay in the hamlet. Stay here. No. Yeah, because... Open the chest. And you got 8 crests. That's really good. Now you click on the top left corner, quest complete, and you leave.
Hell no, I'm going over here.
You want to go get the other treasure?
Hell yeah, I
Go
do.
get that other treasure.
Can I just fast forward?
No, you have to manually
Oh,
walk.
that's the destination?
Yeah.
That's bull. Stop getting stressed!
How would you feel if you were creeping through a creep-ass dungeon?
You people need to stop being so stressed. We just killed, like, the main boss.
You
took that
do
already?
not want to even fucking joke about bosses in this game. Don't even get me started.
Well, we got rid of the main... God damn it, there's a trap on the 3rd panel?
Yep, there you go. 2nd panel. Trap went off.
Why?
Because you didn't disarm it.
I thought I did.
No, I mean because it didn't successfully get disarmed. Or because you walked too close. It was really hard to tell.
God damn it. I'm supposed to right-click to disarm, right?
Uh-oh.
What is this?
That's trouble. He's got the big damage. Whenever you see those cultists, it's trouble.
These guys?
Yeah, both of them.
Oh, God.
She's stress, he's pain.
Like damage?
Yeah. 24 stress. She's getting up there.
That.
On the next go-around, by the way, with the Plague Doctor... Uh-oh, a hero's bleeding. We already know what that is. So before you do anything, you have bandages. Bleeding is stopped. Will you try and stun the big guy, or just hit him?
100% base.
Before you hit him, these are his defenses down here in the bottom.
Right.
When you go to hit the skeleton, mouse over him once. What's his bleed resistance?
200%.
Which means
He heals?
he can't be bled.
Okay.
Just food for thought. Undead enemies cannot be afflicted with a bleed.
Because they don't have blood.
Because yeah, exactly.
I need to heal. No, I just need to heal the tank.
Cleric could use a little touch of love too. Down by 10 HP.
Too much stress.
That's trouble.
Oh no.
Use that plague grenade. No, don't. I don't know.
No,
Use whatever.
It's not a good. It's not a good move. Disorienting blast.
So she can't stress people out. Ooh, double stun and a move. Wow.
Oh, the stun went away.
Yeah, it always goes away after because
they move?
Because no, after one rotation, because it's their turn is recovery.
Oh, okay.
It's like watching a Pokemon flinch in well, Pokemon.
Right.
Grape Shot Blast. Blam blah blam. Nice.
Alright.
Uh-oh, Graveyard Slash.
That's okay.
Yeah, it's fine. Divine Comfort, why not? Heals
Yeah,
everyone a little bit. There you go. That's a good heal, too.
Yeah.
Big numbers.
You dick. Stupid corpses.
And that'll get rid of the bodies and stun your enemy, which means he is totally open to just getting sliced apart.
Yes! I did it.
These nightmarish creatures
No!
Oh, he's bleeding, but it doesn't matter because your quest is complete and you can just leave the dungeon. It doesn't matter.
That sucks.
However, look at all the gold you just made.
Yeah. Holy shit. No, I'm done with this.
12 crests. That's pretty good. What are the afflictions? Dud hitter, -3 crit if you're below half health with your tank.
Night Owl.
+2 speed if your torch gets low.
No stress penalty when walking backwards.
Hey, there you go.
10% healing while camping.
And then there was a little bit of XP gain on the side there, but it's going to be like 4 dungeons before you see a level up, so.
Right.
In time, you will know the tragic
Okay.
extent of my
So negative quirks can actually evolve and become locked in if you leave them alone long enough.
Okay.
The tavern is now unlocked, and so is the abbey. Those are your stress relief.
fresh kegs, cards, and curtains.
So, for example, if you look, your
to the weary and broken alike.
what do you call her? Your cleric, little stressed out. And for a small fee, you drop her in. The one that's more expensive, sure.
It's fine.
She goes to the brothel, pays 1,500 gold, and stress goes back down. But she's totally out of commission until you get back from your next dungeon.
Okay.
The cobwebs
Same thing
and
goes for the
dust,
abbey.
the pews set
You don't have anybody else that's stressed out enough to warrant doing it, so you don't have to worry about it.
faithful.
Okay.
Now, all your other buildings are pretty much blown to shit, so you don't have to worry about it too much. But you can get these new people.
A sister of
Occultists are bitches, by the way.
What do you mean?
In the sense of, are you going to upgrade your stuff?
Probably.
Oh.
more arrive, foolishly seeking fortune and glory. In this
Occultists are a massive pain in the ass because they act as healers, but also as massive bonuses to damage of enemy players, or enemy units, rather.
Why?
Because they're not clerics. Their heal is 0
all manner
to
of
5.
diversion and dalliance await those who
So they can get a successful heal of 0
What?
on a friendly.
That's bull.
And because it's a sacrifice, because they're occultists, they're like eldritch healers. You can actually hurt your guys and give them a bleed, and then not heal them at all. But they have the biggest crits, so they're risk reward healers.
I don't like that.
I don't like them either. I never use them.
I don't like that.
Now, if you really want to get in there, you get, you gonna just keep going, huh?
Yeah.
You getting into it, huh?
Shut up. Leave me alone.
All right, but I think that's all we have time for this episode.
All right.
We're running at 36 minutes almost.
All right, I think that's good.
Yeah, me too.
Just go ahead and
Exit the desktop. That's fine.
good games, guys.